You wake up at 2 a.m. again. Your mind's racing, your body's tired, and no matter how long you lie there, sleep just won't come. Sound familiar? After 60, sleepless nights aren't just frustrating. They can quietly damage your memory, your mood, even your heart. But what if the real problem isn't age? It's 5 simple mistakes you don't even know you're making. In this video, we'll uncover the hidden habits stealing your rest and show you how to reclaim the deep, healing sleep your body is begging for. Have you been struggling to fall asleep too? Let us know in the comments. Your story matters.
Have you ever stared at the ceiling at 2 a.m., wondering why your mind just won't shut off, even though your body is exhausted? Maybe you've tried everything: warm milk, late-night television, counting sheep. And yet, the moment your head hits the pillow, it's as if your brain suddenly decides to go for a jog. Sound familiar? If you're over 60 and struggling with sleep, you're not alone. In fact, many seniors find that as they age, sleep becomes more fragile, more elusive, and far less restful. But here's the truth no one talks about. It's not just about aging. It's about a handful of subtle, avoidable mistakes that creep into your nightly routine and quietly rob you of the deep, healing sleep your body needs. So today, let's talk, just you and me, about what's really getting in the way of your rest, and more importantly, how to gently correct those habits without pills, without pressure, and without tossing and turning till sunrise. Because a good night's sleep after 60, it's not a luxury, it's a necessity for your memory, your mood, your heart, even your balance. And when you sleep well, you wake up with energy, clarity, confidence, the kind that makes life after 60 not just livable, but vibrant. Let's start with something that might surprise you. Mistake number 1, treating bedtime like a light switch. Think about it. All day long, your body is on the go. Even if you're not working or chasing toddlers anymore, you're still making decisions, walking from room to room, cooking, cleaning, checking messages, dealing with life. Then, suddenly, around 9 or 10 p.m., we expect ourselves to simply stop, climb into bed, and drift off like nothing happened. But your brain doesn't work like that, especially not after 60. It needs a gradual descent, a signal that says the day is done. It's safe to slow down now. And that's where many people go wrong. They watch the news up until bedtime, scroll through their phone, maybe even argue with a loved one, and then expect peaceful sleep. But your nervous system, it's still on high alert. The fix isn't complicated. It's about creating a gentle evening rhythm, one that tells your body we're winding down now. That could mean turning off bright screens an hour before bed, or playing soft music, taking a warm shower, doing a little light stretching, even just dimming the lights around the house. These small cues matter because the human body loves rhythm, and when you give it a consistent wind-down ritual, it rewards you with deeper, more stable sleep. Now let's talk about another mistake, one that sneaks into many homes without a sound. Caffeine. Yes, even the small cup you had in the late afternoon or the tea you swore didn't affect you. The truth is, caffeine affects older adults differently. As we age, our metabolism slows down. That means caffeine lingers longer. And while you may not feel wired, your brain and body are still dealing with the stimulation long after you finish sipping. Even decaf isn't completely innocent. It can contain small amounts of caffeine, just enough to nudge your sleep cycle out of sync. So if you're still sipping tea, cola, or coffee after 2 p.m., your body might be quietly fighting against rest, even if you don't realize it. Instead, try switching to herbal teas in the evening. Chamomile, lemon balm, rooibos. These not only avoid caffeine entirely, but some of them can help relax your nervous system, preparing your body for a gentler night. Mistake number 3, taking long naps during the day and not realizing they're stealing from your nighttime rest. Don't get me wrong, a short nap can be wonderful, restorative even. But the key word there is short. Around 20 to 30 minutes, long enough to recharge, but not so long that your brain enters deep sleep stages meant for nighttime. When naps stretch past an hour or happen too late in the afternoon, they can throw off your body's natural sleep-wake rhythm. You might feel great at 5 p.m., but wide awake at midnight. The goal isn't to eliminate naps altogether. It's to make them work for you. Early in the day, brief, purposeful, like a sip of water, not a whole gallon. That way, you protect your nighttime sleep while still giving your body a little boost when it needs it most. Now let's move to a habit that feels harmless, even comforting, but it's quietly making sleep harder than it needs to be. Falling asleep with the television on. I know, it's something so many people over 60 rely on. The sound of familiar voices, the glow in the corner of the room, it can feel like company, like safety. But here's the problem. The light from the screen, especially blue light, sends signals to your brain that it's still daytime, even if your eyes are closed. That confuses your body's melatonin production. And melatonin, as you may know, is your sleep hormone. It's what helps your brain understand that night has arrived, that it's time to rest. When that process is interrupted, even by a small light or sound, your sleep becomes lighter, more fragmented. You might not even notice it happening, but you wake up feeling foggy, unrested, like you never fully went under. If silence feels uncomfortable, try switching to soft nature sounds, a gentle fan, white noise, something that soothes the senses without tricking your brain into staying alert. Finally, there's one more mistake that's often overlooked, and that's skipping your body's signal for bedtime. You know the feeling? Your eyelids get heavy, you yawn, maybe you start drifting off in your chair. That's your body saying, now, this is your window. But instead of heading to bed, many of us push past it. Finish the episode, scroll a little longer, wait for the news to come on. And then that sleepy window passes, and suddenly you're awake again. But not truly alert, just stuck in a tired but wired state that makes real sleep harder to reach. The truth is, your body has a rhythm, a cycle, and when that natural sleep window opens, honoring it can make all the difference. Even if it means going to bed a little earlier than usual, even if it means leaving dishes for the morning, your body will thank you. And your sleep will become deeper, more peaceful, more restorative. So tonight, as you get ready for bed, I invite you to pay attention to how your body feels, to the rhythms it's trying to show you. Sleep after 60 doesn't have to be a struggle, not if we learn to listen, to adjust gently, and to give ourselves permission to rest, without guilt, without judgment. Because rest is not a weakness, it's a gift. One your body has earned, one you deserve, every single night. And while we're here, let's talk about something you may not have even considered, your bedroom itself. How does it feel when you step into it at night? Does it feel peaceful, inviting? Or does it remind you of unfinished business, cluttered corners, maybe even loneliness? The space where you sleep matters more than you think. It's not just a room with a bed, it's the environment your nervous system responds to, whether it feels calm or chaotic. Too much clutter, too many lights, the wrong temperature, all of these send subtle messages to your brain that it's not time to rest yet. You might not even be aware of it, but your body is listening. So try this. Walk into your bedroom this evening and look around with fresh eyes. Is the lighting soft? Are the colors soothing?
Is there anything on your nightstand that could quietly irritate your mind? A stack of unpaid bills, a blinking light, a pile of things you've been meaning to get to. Now's the time to reclaim that space. Make it your sanctuary, a place that welcomes you into stillness. You don't need a fancy remodel, just small, thoughtful changes. Remove unnecessary items. Use warmer light bulbs. Maybe add a cozy blanket or a scent you love. Lavender, vanilla, something gentle. These are not luxuries, they're signals. They tell your body, you're safe, it's time to let go. Another small detail that carries big impact, your mattress and pillow. It's easy to forget how long we've had them. But as we get older, our joints become more sensitive. Our spine needs more support. And yet many people over 60 are still sleeping on mattresses that are too firm, too soft, or just too old. You don't need the most expensive bed on the market, but it's worth checking in. Is your mattress supporting you or fighting you? Are you waking up with aches that weren't there the night before? Does your pillow cradle your neck or leave it strained? Sometimes a simple switch, even a new pillow that better fits your sleeping position, can reduce tossing and turning, can help your body settle into comfort instead of resistance. And while we're speaking of resistance, let's talk about one of the most frustrating cycles that keeps people awake: worry. Not the big dramatic kind, but the quiet, creeping kind that shows up just as the lights go out. Did I take my medicine? Did I say the wrong thing to my daughter today? What if I forget that appointment next week? These small looping thoughts can feel impossible to stop. They don't scream, they whisper, over and over. And before you know it, your rest has been stolen by thoughts that won't let go. So here's something gentle that can help. A bedside notebook. Not a journal, just a simple place to put your thoughts down. No pressure to be poetic. Just write what's circling in your mind. Get it out of your head and onto paper. You'd be surprised how powerful that tiny ritual can be. When you name the thought, it loses its grip. When you see it written, it stops bouncing around your brain. It's there, it's safe. You can return to it tomorrow, but for now, you can rest. You can also add one small phrase as you close the notebook. Something like, "It's enough for today," or "I release this for now." Because truly, it is enough. You've done enough. You've carried enough. And rest is not a reward you have to earn. It's your right. There's something else that often affects sleep, especially after 60, and it's not something we talk about often: loneliness. You see, during the day, it's easier to distract yourself with errands, television, tasks. But at night, when things quiet down, that ache can rise to the surface. The silence gets louder. The absence of a partner, a routine, a sense of connection, it can weigh heavy on your chest. And that weight, it keeps you awake, not with noise, but with longing. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know something. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are human. And needing connection, even at night, doesn't make you needy. It makes you real. Try creating a new bedtime ritual that includes connection, even if you're physically alone. Call someone you love. Say a prayer. Write a short note to yourself about one thing that brought you comfort today. Or simply place your hand on your chest, feel your breath, and whisper to yourself, "I'm here. I'm okay. I'm enough." These gentle practices bring calm not just to the body, but to the heart. And when your heart feels held, your body finds it easier to let go. As we move toward the end of our conversation, I want to leave you with this. There is no perfect way to sleep, no magic formula, no secret routine that works for everyone. But there are gentle patterns, thoughtful choices, loving habits, and they build something beautiful. Not just better sleep, but a better relationship with yourself. So tonight, instead of trying to conquer rest, try inviting it with softness, with kindness, with curiosity. Ask yourself, what small thing can I do to feel more at ease tonight? Then do it, not for productivity, not for performance, but because you deserve to feel peaceful in your body, in your mind, in your life. Sleep is not the end of the day. It's the beginning of healing. And you, my friend, are worth every moment of it.
So now, as the lights dim and the house grows quiet, I want you to remember something simple but powerful. Your body is not against you. Even if it feels restless, even if you wake up more than you'd like, even if sleep hasn't been kind lately, your body isn't broken. It's doing its best to adapt, to protect you, to carry you through changes, through age, through everything life has handed you. And sometimes all it needs is a little more kindness. You see, sleep isn't just about closing your eyes. It's about feeling safe enough to let go. And safety doesn't always come from silence or stillness. It comes from feeling understood, from knowing you don't have to be perfect, from giving yourself permission to rest without guilt, without needing to earn it. So if you've been blaming yourself or thinking, "What's wrong with me?" let's stop that here, tonight, because there's nothing wrong with you. You're human, and sleep, just like health, just like aging, is not always a straight line. Some nights will be better than others. Some weeks may feel easier. Others may not. But what matters is how gently you treat yourself through it all. And here's another thing no one tells you. Your evening begins the moment you wake up. Think about it. What you eat, when you move, how much sunlight you get. All of these daytime choices echo into your night. They shape your hormones, your stress levels, your circadian rhythm, the invisible clock inside your brain. That's why something as simple as a morning walk can help you sleep better that same night. Or a balanced breakfast that tells your body, "We're awake, we're aligned." Sunlight in the morning signals your internal clock, helping it know when to feel alert and when to prepare for rest. Movement during the day burns off extra energy, keeps your blood sugar stable, and helps you feel pleasantly tired when bedtime comes. So, don't underestimate the power of your daylight routine. Restful sleep doesn't begin at 10 p.m. It begins with how you care for your body all day long. And one more thing. Be careful with sleep medications. It's tempting, I know. When you're desperate for sleep, anything that promises relief sounds like a lifeline. And in some cases, under a doctor's guidance, they can have a place. But many sleep aids, especially not designed for older adults, can do more harm than good. They can increase your risk of falls, make you feel groggy the next morning, interfere with memory, even create dependence that makes sleep harder in the long run. So if you've been reaching for pills night after night, I invite you to talk to your doctor. Ask if there's a safer alternative, a way to transition toward natural sleep again, one that supports your body instead of suppressing it. You deserve rest that's real, not just unconsciousness, but true renewal. And finally, please remember, you are not alone in this. There are millions of others over 60 quietly lying in dark bedrooms asking the same questions you are, wondering why sleep feels harder, why mornings feel heavier,
why they don't quite feel like themselves anymore. But the answers aren't in shame. They're in community, in compassion, in small, steady steps that honor your unique body, your changing needs, and your deep human desire to feel whole again. So tonight, try just one small thing. Maybe it's setting your phone aside a little earlier, or sipping a calming tea, or simply breathing a little deeper as you settle under the covers. Whatever it is, let it be gentle. Let it be yours. Because no matter what your age, your body still knows how to rest. Sometimes it just needs your help remembering. And you are doing better than you think. You're learning. You're trying. You're listening to what your body needs. That alone is healing. That alone is powerful. So take a deep breath now, let your shoulders soften, and allow this truth to sink in. You are safe. You are worthy, and you are allowed to rest. Good night, and sleep well.
And as your eyes begin to grow heavier, maybe for the first time in a while, I want you to hold on to one thought. Rest isn't something you chase. It's something you welcome. There's no need to force your body into sleep. Just guide it gently. Let the day fall away little by little. Let the noise fade. Let the expectations soften. You've made it through another day, and that is no small thing. Whether it was filled with joy or challenges, laughter or stillness, you showed up. You moved through it. And now it's time to let that effort be enough. There's no prize for pushing through exhaustion, no trophy for lying awake in the dark, wrestling with your thoughts. What your body wants is care. What your mind needs is quiet. And what your heart deserves is peace. So instead of trying to get to sleep, allow yourself to be drawn toward it, like drifting slowly downstream. No paddling, no struggling, just floating, supported into the stillness of the night. And if sleep doesn't come right away, that's okay. You can still rest. You can still be gentle. You can still take comfort in the fact that this moment, this quiet, is part of your healing too. Sometimes the pressure to sleep makes it even harder to relax. So instead, shift your focus. Ask yourself, how can I make this moment softer? Maybe it's adjusting your pillow, loosening your jaw, letting go of that one lingering thought that's clinging to the corners of your mind. You don't have to solve everything tonight. The dishes can wait. The worries can wait. Even the questions you keep circling in your head, they can wait. This is your time now to feel safe, to feel whole, to feel human. And if the night feels long, if rest is slow to come, you can still whisper to yourself, I'm okay, I'm healing, I'm here. Because you are, and that matters. You are not behind, you are not failing, you are simply adjusting, as every human must do, to the rhythms of age, of life, of change. And those rhythms, they carry wisdom. They teach you how to listen, how to let go, how to find grace in the quietest corners of your life. So even if sleep is still just beyond reach, your rest has already begun. And maybe, just maybe, you'll wake up tomorrow feeling a little more refreshed, a little more grounded, a little more at home in your own skin. Not because you did everything perfectly, but because you allowed space for your body to heal, for your mind to settle, for your spirit to breathe. That is the gift of restful sleep after 60. It's not about doing more, it's about doing less, with intention, with care, with love. So tonight, let your breath be your anchor. Let the softness of your sheets hold you like an embrace. Let your heartbeat be your lullaby. And if you find yourself awake in the early hours, don't panic. Just return to your breath. Return to the comfort of your body. Let go of the idea that sleep must be perfect. It doesn't. It only needs to be enough. You are enough, right here, right now. In this moment of stillness, this sacred pause between today and tomorrow, may you find peace. May your dreams be gentle, and may you wake with the quiet confidence that you are cared for by the world, by your breath, by the very life moving through you. Here's to deeper rest, softer nights, and mornings that feel like a fresh beginning. Sleep well, my friend. You've earned it.
And if, in the quiet of the night, your thoughts begin to stir again, that's okay too. There's no shame in a restless mind. No failure in waking up at 3 a.m. and watching shadows dance across the ceiling. These moments don't mean you're broken. They mean you're alive. A thinking, feeling, deeply human soul, navigating the quiet spaces that age sometimes brings. Instead of fighting those moments, try meeting them like an old friend. Welcome the stillness. Notice the breath moving in and out. Feel the softness beneath you, the quiet hum of life continuing, even when the world sleeps. You can close your eyes and rest, even if you're not fully asleep. You can feel held by the moment rather than burdened by it. You can whisper gently to yourself, I am allowed to rest, even now. Because rest doesn't have a schedule. It doesn't have a deadline. It lives in the softness you offer your body, the grace you give your thoughts, and the kindness you extend to yourself when no one else is watching. And sometimes, in those dark, still hours, that's when healing happens. That's when your heart has a chance to speak to you in a language the day is too noisy to hear. A memory, a wish, a small tug of emotion that reminds you that you're still growing, still feeling, still alive in this world. Let it rise. Let it pass. Let it move through you. There's nothing wrong with feeling deeply at night. In fact, it might just be the most honest moment of your day. And when sleep returns, let it come like a wave. Not something you chase, something that gently catches you when you're ready. And when morning arrives, maybe a little too soon, I hope you'll meet it with softness too. No need to leap out of bed. Let your body wake slowly. Stretch if it feels good. Wiggle your fingers. Thank your feet for holding you through another day. Because each morning after 60 is a quiet victory. Another chance to sip your tea slowly. To watch the light change through the curtains. To greet the day not with urgency, but with intention. Let your first thoughts be kind. You don't need to do everything today. You don't need to prove anything. You just need to begin from where you are. And if the night was hard, forgive it. If your sleep was light or broken or not what you hoped, it's okay. There will be another chance tonight. Another opportunity to wind down, to breathe deeper, to let go a little more than yesterday. Your sleep journey is not a straight path. It's a winding road, some nights peaceful, some restless, but all of it is yours. And with each choice, each small adjustment, each act of gentleness, you are moving closer to rest that feels real, that feels earned, that feels like home. So hold this truth close. You don't need perfect sleep to feel whole. You need care. You need patience. You need compassion for the incredible body that's carried you this far and still wakes up every day trying again. You are more than your sleep struggles. You are resilient. You are learning. You are doing enough. So tonight, and every night forward, may you offer yourself the kind of love you've so freely given to others. May you rest without guilt, sleep without shame, and rise with the quiet strength of someone who knows they are not alone. They are not behind. They are simply human. And that is more than enough. Sweet dreams.
Thank you for spending this time with me. If tonight's message reminded you to treat your body with a little more patience or helped you see your sleep struggles in a new light, then I hope you carry that comfort into every evening ahead. Because better sleep after 60 isn't about perfection, it's about presence, about choosing small, loving habits that support your rest, your healing, and your peace of mind. You deserve nights that feel soft, mornings that feel gentle, and days filled with renewed energy and clarity. If this story spoke to you, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's the best way to support our work and make sure you don't miss more practical, heart-centered advice for healthy living after 60. And if you found something helpful here, share it in the comments below. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Until next time, sleep deeply, live fully, and remember, your best years still have so much to offer.